What is up, everyone? So we are working on the S15 today, but to start off the morning, Tommy brought down Larry's car to get some dyno cycles on it and get ready to get back to him. How'd it do? It did great, right?
It did good.
It did good. It's a pretty car. It's unfortunate that it needs to have California constraints, but...
You didn't say anything about numbers?
No numbers.
Okay.
Yeah. It did good.
It did well.
It's a good car. So last video, or 2 videos ago, I was talking about having to sell everything, right? And well, the Zankye
came out.
The Vultures came out. The Zankye had a long list. Everyone wanted the Zankye. It's a good car. It's clean, it's simple, it's a good price range, and it just works. And well, Papa Tom is one of the homies, so he gets first dibs, and he came down. Looks like you claimed it.
It's leaving.
It's leaving. So I'm not gonna say too much about it. Honestly, it's kind of like, it's bittersweet. I'm kind of freaking out. I'm trying not to freak out, but this is like the first time I think I've sold one of my like main cars. Like, you know, I've had some cars that I've sold, but they weren't cars that like I considered like a main me car. And so this is kind of a weird day for me. And I know if you've been through this, you get it. I just don't want to, I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird day for me, but it's good. It is. This is I don't know. This because I've never sold like one of my main cars before.
That's true. You and Adam are like crazy hoarder fucking guys.
It's not even a hoarding thing. I have detachment issues. I have problems.
Like, you deal with 3 DMs that waste your time, and you're just like, fuck this. You know, which we do deal with.
Which, yeah, but that's with selling stuff. But even getting to the point of selling stuff is just weird for me. I don't know. Yeah, I'm surprised you don't have your first car ever. Still. You kind of do. I don't want that thing. The Z. I consider that my first car ever. I'd rather burn it to the ground than sell that car.
I'll give you 50.
Sold. Nope. I'll still burn it. But so if you guys want to follow the journey of the Zankye, please go check out Tommy's channel. His video will probably be out after mine. And if you want to hear what he's gonna be doing with it, check it out because it's Tommy. He has a lot of fancy parts. His
fucking aunt doesn't know how to drive a lowered car.
So you guys know Tommy's channel. It's weird, right? Because the Zankye's at that point where it looks nice, it's cool, it's simple, but if I want to get to the next stage where I would, it needs like, it's either I sell it right now or I put a bunch of money into it. So I think we're gonna start putting a bunch of money into other stuff, into newer stuff, change it up a little bit, and stage 1. But I'm gonna shut up about it because it's kind of freaking me out. But for now, we have the wiring for the S15, and that is step 1. We gotta get this stuff in because that is step 1 to getting this thing running because everything else is good. Now we need to wire it, so. God, I'm rambling because I'm freaking out, but at least I have DJ's S14 to stare at every day.
Are you upset, James? You shouldn't be upset. This is a good thing.
I'm freaking out, DJ.
It's okay.
He's freaking out a little bit.
It's all right.
You know who's gonna be
good
freaking out? This dude when I hook up my old Navin bumper to my F450 and rip it off his fucking car.
Tommy sold me a Navin bumper like a year ago. Color match.
Oh yeah,
yeah. He probably regrets
I know.
that a lot.
Yeah.
I'm regretting it.
I regret not buying it. A lot of regret in this circle.
Yeah, I'm sure he's used to regret though. People regret a lot of things.
Well, I'm excited to see what you do to her. It'll be good.
I'm excited to see what I do to her.
She's in good hands.
What would you do if I whistle and Diesel f***ed it
I'd probably feel better about it, to be honest.
I just jump it through the garage door at the shop and then that's it.
You should do it.
I'll think about it.
You got a loading dock, just go off of it.
The thing is, I have brain cells, so I try not to do shit like that.
Fair enough.
I have a brain that works.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
hey, he gets the money, bro.
He gets those views.
So maybe he's got more brain cells.
Maybe.
You think DJ is an unevolved form of whistling?
Yeah. One day he'll be doing some dumb shit to get views. He'll get out of the cat stealing game, him and Ant stealing cats at night. These dudes dress up in all black, they get in their Honda Civics with underglow, but they roll up and they just steal your cat and then they bounce. Look at him.
Look at him.
Ant doesn't even need to jack the car up. Gets underneath there, slides underneath, fucking.
Just a handsaw.
Yeah.
He's
a hacksaw, just the blade. He doesn't even use the thing. He just sits under there quietly. People come out, he just doesn't move and just lays there.
We're just starting rumors. The cat thieves of the Northeast.
See ya.
Later, Tom. Treat her good, all right? The system bumps. You should hook up to it.
I got some country playing.
Oh.
JDM Cowboy. No, I'm just kidding.
It's a good car. It's a good car. Tommy wanted to be just like you, DJ. I always knew that.
I knew it. I knew he was trying to. He's trying to one up me. That's what he's trying to do.
But he ain't got the Lambo doors.
No, he don't.
All right, so now it's time to get to work on the main event, the VVL S15. We want to hear it run real bad, but and I kind of said we were gonna make it run in this video, but What's
holding us back?
I have to take it back. What?
What's holding us back though?
Fluid. We don't have enough time. I realize we don't have enough time. What was that?
Oil?
We need oil. Whatever. So I said we're gonna get it running in this video. I'm gonna hold off. I don't want to rush it. I'm gonna wait one more day on it. So I'm sorry. Please be patient. One more day, and we will have this thing run. Hopefully, that's the goal. But today we are gonna do a major step of the puzzle, and we're gonna wire this thing up, right? Which usually sounds like a giant nightmare, but of course, thanks to the boys down at Wiring Specialties, it actually won't be that bad. You guys have seen us do this before. We do on every single car. We get the Wiring Specialty harnesses because they make this whole process brainless, unquestionable, and it's a really, really nice product. So what you do is you tell them your engine, you tell them your trans, you tell them your chassis, you tell them your sensors, and you tell them your ECU, which hopefully is a Link G4X. It should be. Well, they produce you a beautiful harness. Everything's labeled, no questions asked. You read it, you plug it in, so easy, even Donnie could do it, all right? Usually wiring is the worst part of any swap. It is a complete nightmare, but this is so easy, right? So we have our main harness here, pinned for our Link Extreme, all our VVL stuff, all the sensors that we picked out, oil pressure sensor, fuel pressure sensor, etc. Our injectors, coil packs, everything done here, plug and go. Then we have our module harness right here that then adapts this to the S15 chassis. Our speed signal decipher, so this will make sure we have a working cluster, which is really nice. And S14s do it weird. They put like the wiper plug in it and stuff. I don't know. And then they recently came out with this really gangster fan wiring harness.
Look at that thing.
Everyone knows that you finally get your car done. You're like, oh man, I gotta wire fans. It sucks, it's tedious, it's not fun. There you go. Pre-made, easy peasy, done. Plugs into their harness. It's got these beefy ass self-fused relays. You could run a fan on a Peterbilt with these things. It's fine. So today we're gonna get this all plugged in, hopefully get the car looking a little more completed and ready to get this thing started. So first thing we're gonna start with is the main harness. Let's shove this thing in there. We're just actually gonna go underneath, right? When in doubt.
See if this works.
It's gonna just, the whole harness is gonna disappear once I just shove this thing in here. Come on.
Got your Red Bull and Spanish food.
Red Bull and Spanish food.
Exactly what he needed.
Yeah.
So now the rest of the harness is literally just sitting underneath the intake. It is a mess. So the goal here is to plug everything in as efficient as possible. So it looks good, fits good, and isn't in any harm's way. So let's time lapse it and hope you can see what we're doing. All right, it might look no difference, but most of the things are plugged in. It's tight under there. That's why it's really good to do everything before you do the wiring. Everything under there is good. Now we have to get that stuff inside the cabin and work from there. But while we're doing that, Spoon's actually finishing up the exhaust, because as you guys saw in the last video, he got the main 3-inch done, but we also need the recirc for the wastegate, which he's working on right now. So, is this hot? No, it's not touched. So of course, just like an exhaust, put a flex in. It's not like things are moving or anything, but the flex makes it a lot easier to line everything up when you're trying to put it together.
And it's so small.
So small. It's cute.
Funny
right?
looking, yeah.
It's like the K-truck exhaust.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to go very far, but there's a crazy shape to it, so Spoon is doing mini pie cuts. So he just spent a little while making all those up.
They're tedious, but they work.
I was saying, I was like, the pipe's small. Spoon doesn't have to do a lot of welding today. Then he shows up with 10 pie cuts.
I need it to go 2 different directions.
Yeah.
And the easiest way is just
to pie cut it. One of the weird things about the S14, S15 is a couple of the chassis functions are actually controlled on the engine harness. So right here is a piece of the engine harness we got to run through. So this will plug into the chassis under the dash. This will communicate to our engine harness, and then this will go to our wiper motor. This will connect to the fuse box all the way in the corner that then communicates to the wire harness. And then we have air conditioning control and a blinker. Yeah, so our left side fender blinker is on there too. Super random, but the real question is getting these things through here efficiently. So Ant's got the tinier hand. What are you doing down there?
Looking.
Looking. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's a lot easier than I thought. He goes, on. We're in Spoon's way.
Oh, you're good.
Will we go up with it?
A little bit.
On. Look at this. Hey, Spoon.
Hi guys.
Let me see that fit real.
As you can see, I needed to come this way and then down.
Yep.
Because what people don't know is you can't go directly into the exhaust.
I love this
You
angle.
want to go
Keep going, keep
We
going.
want to go into the exhaust at a bit of an angle so it creates a vacuum.
Basically, yes, exactly. So the flow of the exhaust is obviously going this way, right?
At an
So
angle.
you want the wastegate dump to follow the flow, because if it's perpendicular or counterflow, it doesn't behave well.
And then you get boost creep.
No one wants that.
No,
Doing great, Spoon.
good times.
Spoon vision, I see you got some more pipes. Oh, there we go. See, that's the angle we're talking about.
See it?
I love it. Big Steve. Wash your shirt off, Big Steve. Wash your shirt off, Big
It was a
Steve.
little warm in here. I just had to breeze up. Plus, I just got some new tats, so I'm feeling kind of.
How's that line up from up there?
It looks good to me. You want to get the Sharpie?
No, see the thing with pipe cuts, you gotta be careful when you weld them because it will pull and move.
Mm-hmm. That's why that flex is in there, to make up for the difference.
Yeah, no, but I'll weld these pipe cuts together before I go cutting into the actual...
that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're bouncing around a lot, but before Spoon welds this up, you gotta check this piece out. That looks pretty cool. There's a lot going on there.
Fitment, finish, cleanliness.
That's it. You prepped that thing real nice, so it's clean, tight.
Super tight gaps.
That thing should be real pretty.
We'll see. I hate my welds.
Oh, shut up. But one thing that is always forgotten is the intake air temperature sensor, because a car will run fine without it. You can get pretty far without it, but it really crispens up everything, and you really should while it's all apart. So, right here we have this little aluminum Boss that accepts our Link intake air temperature sensor, and Link actually sells the Boss too. Usually the hardest part is actually finding the tapered bung to weld on. Link sells it. We have it on our website. It's a plug. I'm not just trying to like do a sponsored thing. Just, I know this will save people a lot of hassle. Buy this for your fabricator. He'll thank you. Hop below, shop Jamio. Spoon thanked me.
Very nice.
There you go, intake air temperature sensor. You don't even see it. So, all right, all wired up in there, good to go inside the bed. The last thing I want to do is do the fan relay kit. Just do it once, right? So when we start this thing, we can idle it up, we can let it maintain operating temp, we don't have to play games. Just one and done, right? It's a built motor, we want to go through the cycles of it, we don't do everything right. So, Wiring Specialties makes it very easy because everything's plug and play. So we have our ground that on the chassis, anywhere that it fits. We have our 2 fan plugs right here. Right, we're gonna splice them in because E-fans always come with just flying leads or generic plugs. No one ever has matching plugs for. I don't know why they put plugs on it, whatever. And then we have our power source, right? So we'll go off the battery, the alternator, the starter, whatever. They all have 12 volt live. And then this plugs right into their harness. So I don't gotta do any wiring. Well, I gotta splice these, but I don't have to do any thinking, right? The hardest part is just figuring out how to mount these giant things. So they're definitely overkill, but I'd rather be overkill than
Underkill.
melting relays and fuses and stuff. So here would be kind of nice, right? That'd be kind of cool. But there's really no way to, unless we made a crazy bracket from the radiator support. Put it here, you know? Near the fuse box, it's already kind of busy. Come out that right on the rail.
And you're gonna literally
I was telling myself, I was like, no, I'm gonna leave everything
these
convenient and
right-
stuff, but
Run
we
these
won't
right
blow
this
these
way.
relays, so we won't have to touch this, and it's all waterproof, so we're gonna tuck it over here. They'll never know. Just mount this thing up real quick, and of course, make sure you use a nylon nut, because if this loosens up and you just lose your fan relay down the highway, that would suck.
Not dope.
Yeah, double nut it, lock nut it, whatever you gotta do. It's like the little stuff people forget about, and all of a sudden you're going down 95, and you're running over your fan relay, and everything's not all right. See? Easy. We need some tidying up in the engine bay, but for now, it is enough to
Crank that hole. Crank that
Feel-
soldier boy.
that it'll actually get us to start the car. But what we gotta do is we gotta test function number 1, and that is 1, power to the car itself, right? Never put power to the car. And 2, then stage 2 is crank it, right? It's gonna make sure we can crank it. So we're gonna try and crank it, do all that stuff. And then, once that's all tidied up, then it's base map, test through, base timing, boom, right?
Yep.
Let's get oil in this thing for the very first time. See if there's anything missing or any leaks. I mean, it's the first time, if we crank it, it's the first time this thing will ever be rotated. It's the first time it'll actually get oil pressure in it.
You could crank a car with no ECU?
Yeah. Well, some cars it does go through all that, but on S chassis, it goes chassis straight to starter. They don't communicate. Using a funnel?
You want to spill it?
Yeah, I'll spill it.
All right.
I'll spill it.
Oh, he's true to this. He's doing it for the gram right now. I said, he's sleeping. Let's see him.
Catch me
Put
with
the
the
pressure's on.
The wind.
Oh, hi, Jim.
The
And
whole-
true to the no funnel game.
Just on my battery, so we're making him bring it back. But we're gonna try and put power to the chassis for the first time. I'm excited, and we're gonna crank it. But Spoon, what was that?
You still got your battery?
I didn't know he had it. Everyone told me he stole my battery. I was like, where's my battery? Whatever. Spoon just welded.
funny.
Spoon just welded a mile. Look how thick this is. That's so dope.
Oh, shit.
With the heat in it, with the burn. Don't burn yourself, Spoon. Look how cool. See, look at that shape.
Yeah, look at that.
Everyone loves that. Everyone loves that. Like the video if you love
That
that.
was like me when I'm excited.
What?
You curved to the left?
You better go to the doctor, Steve.
To the left.
Curved to the left?
Like
To the
that?
left, yeah. Not like that.
God
Something-
bless.
something
That
simple. Nah,
looks-
that's crazy. Cut this out.
Cut this out, bro.
Cut it out.
You good?
You good? You good, bro?
That looks sick. Steve!
I'm wilding. I'm a menace to that.
Well, was it a little battery thief himself?
Man.
Negative to the plus.
Oh yeah, we gotta extend those.
Yeah, it's a good. Ooh, powers to it. Oh, Steve!
Good battery.
There's a light on.
Get out of here.
Dash lights on.
There we go. Little head units on. This
Oh.
is a working vehicle.
Oh, there it is. I wonder what she's saying, Steve.
Saying hello, handsome. I'm ready.
It's like not a big deal, but it is a big deal. You know?
Oh yeah.
All right. Deal, baby. Ready for this?
Yes, sir.
Ready. Fuck, it's not cranking.
No clutch switch.
Oh, I forgot to plug the harness in. That's why.
That'll do.
Yeah. Rookie move,
Little movie
Steve.
magic, little snap.
Yep.
What's going on? You doing better now?
Take two. Ready?
All right. Maybe you gotta do the clutch switch now.
No, the Don, did you kill my battery?
Sounds about right. You need a jump?
Let's see. These were a little loose. Check Donnie's work.
Yeah.
I've never heard an SR crank faster than that. They got the slowest crank.
That's what I was gonna say. It's definitely an SR.
You'll do like a JZ and it'll be like, the 6-cylinder. Little baby.
Like it's spinning nice and free.
Yeah, you don't hear a tight
Something
spot
weird.
or you don't hear a dead spot. The worst is when you hear a that sounds like low compression. So we're gonna let this bang for a little bit. Just really
Take it all in.
It's really built some oil pressure.
Yeah, get the oil pressure up in that thing. Let's kill this battery. Look at that, her first rotation. I'm so proud of her. Back to the spoon angle. How's the progress, Poppy? Damn, that's sick.
How's it look from up there? Good?
I like it. Kind of like how it bounces kind of away from everything and then goes in, you know? You already cut that angle in the pipe?
Yeah, I just
That's-
gotta notch it so it fits.
That sounds like the most pain in the ass part.
I winged it.
Nice. I know yesterday I said I was gonna do that. I don't know why I forgot. I think I was so mesmerized by how freaking good the FD looks. But we got the step lift blitz, right? And we said they were for the chaser, but we still gotta figure out wheels for this car because it's almost there and I don't even know what wheels to put on the damn thing.
So mock them up.
We never mocked up the step lift blitz on this thing. So let's check it out. Okay, back it up. Come over here, Steve. Come over here. See, it looks good, but I think this thing needs a one-piece wheel. I do like the step lip better than the flat lip, which I was surprised, because usually I like flat lips, especially for blitz, but we had to try it. I knew we got a lot of comments in the last video, because we said we were gonna test it, never did, but there's so many banger one-piece wheels that we can put on this thing, but I just can't find anything for sale that in the right specs. S15s, they're picky. I'm trying, don't worry, but I don't want it. We might have to just throw the damn TEs on here, just get on the ground.
Might have to.
Are they the best?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we know they'll look good. Dude, this is gonna drive me nuts.
Decisions.
Jimmy Oaks' wheel fitment channel.
Continues.
Continue on. It's not the best, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
They don't woo me, but they're good. You know?
Keep.
Not much, but it's honest work.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drive the FD home tonight. The weather's too good out not to. We're gonna pull it out and let's see what this thing actually looks like in the sunlight. Ain't rubbing yet. Whoa, little scrapage.
Ant, what's going on?
It's low.
Yeah, it hits different in the wild. Damn. How's the rubbage?
Less than before.
Smaller tire.
The fender liners rub a little bit, but like you could just keep rubbing those things.
Yeah.
Eventually it'll stop making noise.
rubbing.
How's it looking?
Eventually you'll take them out. Man, dude, it kind of looks like something futuristic. Fitment is good.
Good.
Oh, it's so beautiful. Dude,
Alright.
Good car.
It looks like it's just hovering off the ground when you're driving it. It looks nuts.
Walking outside and seeing something like this makes missing the Zankye a little bit easier. I don't want to disrespect my love for the S chassis, but oh my god. So today we sold the Zankye, sold the Tommy. It's in good hands. It's in good hands. It's hard because like if I was to sell it to some random guy and just see him post it on the internet, it'd be weird, right? Plus, like, I don't know, I think it might be really weird if someone like kept tagging me. Like if someone, I'm like nervous to sell a car to someone and then just like keep tagging me. It would feel weird.
You just want to move on.
Just want to move on,
yeah.
right? Just want to move on from it. So Tommy, he's gonna transform it into his own car very quickly.
I can't wait.
I can't wait to see it. It's gonna be cool because it's gonna be all the stuff that we wish we could have spent the money on, but Tommy doesn't care. He'll spend the money, and it'll be sick. So,
I seen one part that he is doing to it a few weeks back.
Really?
And
He's got some rare stuff.
it's nuts.
On the shelf that he's been trying to find a Zankye worth using. I'm happy she can have a good home. So if you guys, of course, want to continue that journey and see what he does with it, I've heard some crazy stuff. Ants, you're hyping it up some more too.
Yes.
Of course, check it out on Tommy's channel. Finally some S chassis stuff there, so he's gonna love it. But it does hurt though. It does hurt. But one down. I think the Corolla might actually sell this weekend, which is pretty crazy.
Corolla.
That's a good car.
Yeah.
And then besides that, 33's got to go, and then we'll be good. Make some room in the garage, bring the stress level down, and get ready for the next endeavor. So, ready to start tomorrow, hopefully. ECU, base map, vroom. That's always the. What's that? You look like you just woke up.
This is my loaner.
Look, Steve's got a sweatshirt on now. He had no shirt before. Sweatshirt now.
Steve, let's see how bad you fit in this thing.
Yeah.
Sure, you trust, you know? I'll
Be careful,
I know
yeah.
It's brittle.
That's it.
It's a tight one. I have the seat like leaned back real far, so.
I'm in this thing. What are you talking about?
Give it a try to drive it.
No.
You got it.
No.
Come on, Steve, you got it.
I'm not doing that.
Put that
Come on,
e-brake
you drove
down.
Jesse's Miata, you got this. Try it.
He drove the Corolla.
He did drive the Corolla.
Sure?
Yeah, you got this. E-brake down.
This
E-brake
is
down.
comparable.
All right, ready?
I've been one.
Put in
Nope.
one. No, you're not.
Put the
in one.
clutch in.
Clutch in, all the way to the left, and then forward. There you go.
You sure?
Yeah, you got this.
Slowly let the clutch out. Gas at the
Steve.
same
Rev
time.
it up. There you go. Whoa!
No way.
He's probably freaking out right now. He's like, what do I do? What do I do?
Oh, you just stop it.
He said, I'm leaving it right here.
Loop.
I love seeing it. Oh, look at this thing from the rear.
I know. It's so cool.
Steve, that was a sick little peel you did there.
Yeah.
Billy,
Smell the
you know what I
tire.
mean? My driving school getting me right. Oaks Garage Driving Academy. Slowly but surely. This thing's dope, man. I think I look good in here.
You look good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look like a successful.
Thanks for trusting me to do that. Shit, man. You know?
That heart.
Yeah.
Damn, that was good. She's a good car. But
E-brake up.
Yep.
good. So for now, I'm gonna go home, edit. You guys know the deal. Let Spoon finish up on the dump tube, and we'll be good to go. Or not dump tube, restart tube, whatever. You guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. And Steve.
Have a good night.